Guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the YouTube account, and one thing I want to get your input on is the Oaken Inn, guys. So a lot of players have said to take my 357 right here legendary furniture, remove them from all of the heroes, and go ahead and recycle those so we can do some more summons within the workshop. Now I kind of ran the math, and I believe you get 50 for every. Let me pull up my calculator here so we can kind of take a look at it and see what I'm talking about. So we're going to drop it in this little section. So if we have 370 pieces of furniture and I'm getting 50 po coins for each one, that's about 18,000 po coins that we could get. That's a pretty considerable amount. And with that amount, guys, we could actually come in here and probably get a couple more. I'm thinking 2 or more mythic pieces of furniture, as well as recycling essentially what we're getting. Now, right now, guys, I did pop Athalia in here. We have the awakened version of Leica. We also do have Belinda. Belinda, we've gotten pretty lucky, but we're looking for furniture on Ivan. We're looking on furniture for a couple heroes, but that also does mean that heroes like right here with Lucius, that he is going to have one piece of furniture. I think I have one piece. So if I gather up all of his furniture, save the changes, and I think it's going to be an absolute time consumption as well to actually do this, because then if we go in here or if we go into the workshop, I don't think there's a way to actually take it off all of the heroes at one time. So literally strip all of this. So we would just have to recycle, getting another 400 for him, and then going back to recommended eventually and putting on his one piece of mythic furniture that he has. So that's essentially where we would leave all of these heroes, taking it off Rowan, taking it off Gwen, so on and so forth through all of this, guys, to go ahead and build those out. So I'm still kind of on the fence, because I feel like what's going to happen is, let's say with Lucius, with none of this furniture now, the stats, I know they're not super high stats because it's not mythic furniture, but the legendary furniture essentially is going to give him some stats. And that's kind of what I was looking through, even with some of these heroes, is looking at the stats that it does bring. I mean, 2.3% attack, 3.9 crit damage amplification. The stats on them are relatively low. So even though, 2.3, I feel like it's going to be levels. It's going to be the Elder Tree. It's going to be a lot of other things above and beyond what we have here for furniture. And then it really turns to the value as is it going to be more value to go ahead and take and collect all of this legendary furniture off of these heroes, or is it going to make sense to just save the po coins and throw it on there? Now, I also set the new furniture to recycle, so the auto cycle recycle furniture, I actually put it on here to include the legendary furniture at this point. That way, again, we can continue with the recycles in here, guys. And then, of course, guys, it's going to yield us mythic furniture. That is exactly what we're looking for. Even right there, there's another piece for Athalia. Now, if you caught some of the most current videos, I'm going to have to upgrade Athalia's furniture signature item, or it's going to be a higher engraving to compete, because right now my original version of Taylene is much stronger. For certain game modes, we do need the awakened version of Athalia stronger. Now, interesting. Now, a lot of players, so this increases attack rating. You have to look at what the secondary bonus, and I know a lot of players are going to come out and say, I didn't even know you could upgrade furniture. Yes, you can upgrade furniture to level 3. So if I have 2 pieces of furniture, the +1, +2, then the +3. So every piece of furniture can have 3 additional pieces of furniture combined to it, but you have to do it in a specific order. So right here is accuracy, not really huge on accuracy. And then this one gives me crit rate. So I would probably do crit rate in here, attack or crit rate, either one would probably be pretty beneficial. I do like the crit, guys, just because of the burst nature of this hero. We can go ahead, we can strengthen. This little one will be this extra piece that I have right here. Boom. So that gives a little bit more crit rate to the hero, which of course is going to increase the stats. But I'm thinking combat rating wise, it might be smarter to do the attack rating, just for the simple fact that if we have a higher attack rating, chances are that we're going to be able to build Athalia up a little bit higher. Because like I was saying, guys, what is happening is when you do the actual, right here, the CMBR, so that is the combat rating. If you look at the combat rating, right here's Athalia, right here's the original version of Taylene, guys. So literally they are very, very close to each other. So again, a little bit more engraving on here, possibly a little bit more of a signature item is going to put Athalia in the comp above Taylene, meaning that the trigger for this, guys, all comes from Orthos. So in Orthos ults, the individual with the highest combat rating will continue to move through his ultimate ability, which, if you've seen the Cursed Realm, guys, has to be Taylene, or excuse me, has to be the awakened version of Athalia at that point. So even though I've built her up a lot, guys, we have a 37, engraving is much higher. We've been building her up to make sure she moves. So again, specific formations requires specific heroes. If you're wondering why they're underperforming in some of them, that could be the exact reason why. Now with that, guys, I did want to also look at the Treasure Scramble. Treasure Scramble right now, we're at a 90% win rate, so doing pretty good. We are 44th right now. And I was looking at some of the team comps and some of the whale or the bigger team comps, because looking in here, guys, you can see right here, we're not seeing the awakened version of Leica at this point. This is running Liberta and it's running Lucilla with the dims. Also Amelia in there for crowd control, but we're seeing Sophia and we're seeing the awakened version of Athalia. So both of those are being run in the All Ren combo. Now with that being said though, when you start getting into multiple formations, so what I mean by that is when we start looking down here, this is the point, guys, and we might even see it earlier with some players that we're starting to see her right there. And this is actually the team comp that we're seeing her in. So it's interesting enough because remember, Leica and Zolrath used to run together all the time. That was the PvP formation. Now players are running the awakened version of Leica with Zolrath and then Mulan. I think they referred to it as like the bowling alley, I think is what I seen over on Reddit. So what it does is all of the heroes are kind of right in the middle. Mulan comes out right at the beginning, runs over all of the heroes that are kind of in that middle area after Tamara pulls them all together. And then Leica, of course, has the ability to do the ultimate ability, which is going to do damage, and then the comets, which do AoE damage if she has the, I believe, the starlight up. So it's kind of crazy. And then, of course, Vathiel in here as a buffer. The team combination itself, again, has been working incredibly well. We've actually seen a couple iterations of it. And I wonder, I just want to show you kind of what I'm talking about here. I'm not sure it's going to work in this game mode, but that's okay, guys, because we can absolutely test it out and see it. So running Leica in here and then running with Mulan. And again, those are going to be the two kind of trigger heroes. And I don't think the Zolrath is going to work for the PvP aspect in here with Vathiel. I think they're probably going to get run over a little bit too quick within this formation. Then the final one in this formation, we're going to drop Tamris in here. Again, it's going to be pretty interesting because we're going to have the Zolrath delay. I was kind of going back with the pet because I think I'm going to do the owl in here. We could do Belbella, but I want to see kind of slowing it down, and I'll show you exactly how this kind of works. Coming in here, boom, the big delay comes through. Mulan literally comes straight through this formation, guys. As you've seen it right there. Kind of crazy to see that right out of the gate. And there she goes again. Works pretty well in the formation. Again, I didn't think we were going to win this one. The level deficiency in here is kind of high. I think we're at 300 plus. But overall, guys, the effectiveness of the formation itself. Let me do it one more time. And it's pretty cool to see. Now, I also don't have like a build, so we would have a lot more energy. But they pull right to the middle, as you've seen right there. Mulan is coming straight through. Everyone's sitting in this middle area, which again, it is kind of crazy to see. We're going to have to, because Leica's ultimate ability would have already went off long before this time because of having the 9 of 9 furniture. So we're definitely going to have to build that a little bit higher. But again, guys, she is putting out a pretty considerable amount of damage. And even Mulan, if you can put all the targets together, it works incredibly well. Could do a variation of some pets in here. But overall, guys, she's doing some damage. That is what I like. I know a lot of players have been kind of on the fence, but especially not only the damage dealing aspect that Leica has, but also the support aspect that we're seeing for the rest of the team, guys. Again, with that 9 of 9 furniture, which I do not possess at this time, she'll give the 500 energy to everyone in the back line, including Tamaris, which again can make a big difference when it comes to these builds. But all right, guys, so that'll do it for today's video. Again, let me know in the comments what you guys think of the furniture, if we should go ahead and recycle it all. And as always, thank you guys for watching.